has had enough of Snillo, wants to play the McCrees, matching whatever Carpe is throwing out. McCree used frequently in stage C.
Man, you can't spell Snillo without ill, and that's exactly the kind of play we're seeing from Philly here.
Yeah, and Birdring now with the McCree. Snillo has been unstoppable so far, getting a lot of the one clips as Birdring's trying to take aim. Carpe's been great on the McCree overall this stage. Now McCree comes out, you have a medium range to deal with usually on point C, and you can easily get people with the flashbang in these side corridors and rooms.
Now Neptuno falling early, but it's a pretty quick respawn.
Wow, how'd they get that res?
I mean, I think they just protected Nuss well enough to get Gesture back up again. That was quite the operation for London, and they're going to need to fall back anyway.
Yeah, that Philly should have pushed forward on that one. That was a bit of a freebie.
The one wonders.
On to Gesture.
Yeah. Transcendence used by Boombox as Gesture comes in. Flashbang doesn't get a whole lot done, but they kill him anyway. Now the Deadeye from Carpe. Thought maybe they could catch a few more people coming in. Nope, not going to work out. Still get some damage on the Fury. No, so low. Oh, man, it's so close. But in the Valkyrie, you get so much health back. Fury taken out either way on the London side. And Snillo looking for that pulse bomb. Can he get in? Onto Nuss, chasing the Mercy. Has to recall out of it. Didn't find the angle.
But the payload keeps moving, Doa, throughout all of this Philadelphia.
Yep. Oh, goodbye, Prophet.
The Spitfire away. Prophet is down. The Transcendence was just used by Bedosian on the payload. So that's one less ult that they've got to work with. Gesture has to use the Primal Rage.
Yep, that's right. Needed to live through that pulse bomb some way, but now Bedosian on his own. Gonna get focused down. Stays alive for the moment. Gesture, meanwhile, falls. The healers had to heal each other, and that left the tanks high and dry. Goodbye, Fury. He's going to get demeched as well. And man, the pressure that Snillo is putting on the back line is just unparalleled. It's Bastion time. Birdring out with the Omnic of choice here for the defense. He gets stuck. Welcome to Bastion play. Neptuno finds the kill on the Prophet. Mercy fighting back, and Philadelphia nearly has this one. They are so close. Gesture finish off. There's the DMEC onto Fury. Can anyone else get back in time? Nuss gets there on the Mercy. That's not going to help. And Fusion will nearly finish. There we go, finishing it. Minute 23 on the clock. That is a solid attack run for Route 66.
Definitely. The ball now in London's court. Philly putting 3 points on the board, not phased by the Bastion at the end. Snillo popping off on that last map. To put this in comparison to Snillo, 24 eliminations, 14 final blows, a single death on Route 66. Poco didn't die at all. So, wow.
He is so elusive, man. You just cannot track this guy down. He's like Robert Denby. That's a deep
precisely.
cut. That's a deep cut. Not many people might get that one, I admit.
But yeah.
Man, you can see why they put this kid in, though. He is incredible on Tracer. That was probably one of the best Tracer rounds I have ever seen in OWL.
Yeah, it's certainly impressive. And, you know, we thought about Carpe. He's been dominant this stage on Widowmaker, but it really wasn't about him that time. It was the fact that there wasn't anyone able to peel Snillo out of the back lines.
Yeah. I mean, just at the end on point C, you know, we talked about it while it was going on, but he was doing so much damage to Bedosian and Nuss that they had to keep healing each other, and that let Philadelphia just kill the tanks.
Yeah, he did 27% of his team's damage.
It's huge for a Tracer.
Yeah, it's really big. So, now, London, do they have an option here? Do they have the opportunity to adapt? They probably will also be playing Tracer Widow.
You think so? I don't think Nuss is going to be playing the Doomfist, as much as we'd all like to see that.
Yeah, unfortunately, not really going to be an option here. Just some fun in Spawn as he goes back over to the Mercy. So, mirrored compositions going to be the name of the game on the attack for the Spitfire.
Yep. And Philly with Carpe, of course, on the Widowmaker on defense. Here we go. Defensive dive versus offensive dive. Widowmaker's looking for the shots on both sides. London Spitfire looking at needing to set a big time to stay competitive and give themselves a chance to win this series.
Okay, so the quick jump by Gesture, trying to figure out the positioning of the enemy Widowmaker.
Yep.
Birdring pops up, see if he can find it. Carpe still on top of Big Earls. Now he's down on the low ground on the road.
Oh, wow. Boombox getting aggressive with that death. That was bold. Bedosian, though, gets caught by Carpe. That's a kill already.
Now they're going to have to back off. So Spitfire will not be able to res as Bdoshin died right next to the payload.
Oh, Boombox. Oh, he was ready, man. He was prepared.
Birdring peeking really aggressively.
Yeah. I mean, these teams both being so cautious about how they kind of like show themselves to the enemy team. They're both being very sneaky.
Yeah, but right now, London have actually managed to take some of this chip damage and turn it into an ultimate. So they have an earlier Mercy ult that we're about to get his, though.
He's got it. Yeah, he's got his right now. So they'll be able to at least equalize. Oh, Neptuno uses his Valkyrie early on, actually. Nuss uses his. Both Mercies using the ult. Gesture down early, though. They couldn't keep the tank up on the London side. The payload still moving forward, though, courtesy of Birdring. But now the dive comes in from Philly. Oh, goodbye, Boombox. What a shot under pressure. And Bdoshin avoids the pulse bomb and gets the kill onto Snillo.
And that's probably going to do it for point A, Doa. Now they have the momentum to push on through. Poko
Seems that way.
demeched and killed at the last second. Carpe is going to be hunted on the high ground here by... Oh!
Hello.
Well, that's a big kill. Actually finds Birdring, so... Opportunity, the resurrection will come through, but it's going to be punished by Carpe.
Wow, the hunter has become the hunted, and Carpe with 2 kills to put Philly right back into it. Prophet, though, hiding, trying to get the kill into Boombox, but he gets found out, can't deliver the damage. Boombox can, though.
That was really cocky by the Spitfire. They didn't send anyone to protect their Mercy while the resurrection was happening, and instead they get really badly staggered.
Let's see how Carpe got those
Well, they
shots
thought he
there.
was leaving, but then he's like, nah, you know what? I have a damage boost, so let's just go for it anyway.
Why not? Well, there was a bit of an attack from London, and that caused Boombox to use the Transcendence. They're going to use it also to help get the res onto Carpe. We see that a lot. Zenyatta setting up Mercies for a safe res on a crucial member. And talk about crucial. Carpe with a kill already on the Birdring. A minute 20 on the clock for London now.
As Birdring was coming out of spawn, Doa, he jumped up and shot him while he was walking out of the diner doors. Birdring is tired of this. He's on the Genji. He wants to be able to attack Carpe directly because he is straight up losing the duels.
No kidding. Carpe dominating in the Widow v Widow right now on Route 66, and only a minute remaining for London to try to take point A. Philly really on the verge of winning this one. Still with pulse bomb, no stick. Doesn't get the damage done. They do force the Valkyrie out of Nuss, though. That's something.
Birdring gets Carpe, so question is whether the revive will come through or not. Looks like he's not in a position to do it.
Oh, Birdring gets caught by Poko's self-destruct. Guess who's back? It's Poko's self-destruct. And he's got Birdring. Somehow they res the Genji, so London's still in this one, and Poko has to retreat.
With a McCree, though, so he wants to get in the face, trying to deal with the flashbang now. He's reacting to Birdring, and the kills are coming through for Philly.
That's right, Fraggy falls, but more on the side of London. As far as kills go, there's a protection for Neptuno to bring Fraggy back up again. They use a Transcendence, but now Bdoshin gets a kill on the Carpe. London desperate, they've got 10 seconds, or they are out of this series. Fusion on the verge of doing the impossible.
Fraggy went deep. It was a 5 versus 6.
We're into OT. Oh, goodbye, Neptuno. London coming back at the very end. They get Snillo as well. They might be able to take point A in overtime. Poko gonna try to live as long as he can, but there's the DMEC. And it looks like London may just buy themselves a bit more time in this series.
And Poko stalling that out is going to make sure that his teammates don't get split spawned. A lot of those resurrections, the respawns that were coming through, we're going to put them in a dangerous position far forward. And that little bit of a stall means they're not going to be punished by London. So smart move there. Because in overtime doesn't get you more of the clock, but it can save your allies.
Yeah, that was all about point B, the setup, buying time to get that defensive positioning here. Now that Philly has it, they can use the fact that London still only has 2 minutes to push through point B, and it's all about point C. London could very well take this one. It's not a hard point to take, but if you go into point C with less than optimal time, man, you are in big trouble.
And now they're starting to poke around the sides of the Spitfire again. That's not going to be an effective pulse bomb from Prophet. Fraggy will use his Primal Rage to rejoin his team to counter this dive.
Yep, that's right. Wanted to stay alive. Gesture down Carpe, making sure that he doesn't. Birdring, meanwhile, backing up. They've got the DMEC, I believe, on the Fury. Yeah, there's the self-destruct. Kills coming through all over the place for Philly.
And that's a play that Fraggy would not have made, Doa, the last time these teams played.
Yes.
He pops his primal to head to his backline and save them off of the London dive. Previously, he was investing his cooldowns to jump forward, and that would be counter Do. This is the work, clearly, that the Fusion and their coaching staff have been doing after the last meeting they have with London, and they look so much better.
They really do, man. The evolution that this team has seen in Stage 2 is just kind of unparalleled by a lot of the other teams in this league. Carpe keeping an eye out for the flank. Badoshan gets a pick onto Snillo. That could be London's ticket. Now Poko having to use the self-destruct. A bit inopportune. Can he get back in the mech? He does. Birdering. Can't finish him, but he does have the Dragon Blade. Goodbye, Poko. Goodbye, Fraggy.
We may be into another overtime push here shortly, Doa, depending on how fast they can clean up the members of the Fusion.
We'll see.
4 will fall behind the steel doors as they wait for their tanks to respawn. Philly's going to have a chance here to make a defense before point B is taken.
Yeah. So, 25 seconds. London, we'll see if they have to fight off Philly one more time before the end of point B. Looks like they will. Philadelphia coming in, trying to eat up as much time as possible. Prophet throws in the Pulse Bomb. No kills from that one. Now the Transcendence for Boombox. A win in the team fight here would be a win for Philly. Birdering trying to turn all that around. They've got Neptuno to start things off. And London may just push through point B unless Boombox with a kill on Badoshan. That's one. They lose Snillo, though. We're into overtime again at Poko Falls, and it looks like it may just be another overtime victory on a stage here for London.
Yeah, they've got to deal with this, and Fraggy is not going to make it through. Birdring